Now let me show you a photograph of a sunspot. Okay, so this is part of the visible surface of the sun. It turns out, as we'll find out, that the surface temperature of the sun is about 6,000 degrees. And the sunspots are just parts of the sun that are colder than the surrounding area for reasons that we will discuss later on. Again, there is a similar terminology used here. The central, it has nothing, these things have nothing to do with the shadow. But nevertheless, the terminology is that the central darker part of the sunspot is called umbra, and the outer edge, which is not as dark, is called penumbra. But that has nothing to do with the shadows cast by an object. And basically what it is that the brightness is proportional to the temperature to the fourth power. So the sunspots are just areas on the surface of the sun where the temperature is lower than in the surrounding, right? And because the brightness scales with the fourth power of the temperature, they appear to be less bright, and we perceive them as dark spots, right? But it's not a hole in the sun or anything like that. It's just the same surface, but because it turns out the magnetic field of the sun is streaming out of these regions, the temperature is reduced, and we perceive them as less bright. And their number, when the sun is very active like it is right now, you probably read in the papers or heard on the news or read on the web about tremendous solar flares that are happening right now. When the sun is very active, when it has these huge flares, it's also the time when the number of sunspots is near the maximum.